Hello and welcome back to Absolutely. My name is Benny. That is Sal, known as the comic historian and comic pop, respectively. And today we're going to be talking about Aquaman 2. Didn't completely fail? But first, this episode is brought to you by This Hot Sauce Is. This is the hot sauce brand that we have created. It's a great hot sauce. It is non-alcoholic, but it is infused with whiskey to add that extra flavor. For those who don't know, is you can cook off the alcohol factor of alcohol, making just for the flavoring. It does really well on things such as pulled pork or your eggs in the morning, or just put it on a sandwich because it's kind of a spreadable hot sauce. This particular flavor is very mild. It's our first one, so we just wanted to go more for flavor over hot, and you can get it at thishotsauceis.com. The only flavor on there is hatch and jalapeno, but if you're watching this later on in this year, there will be two flavors. This one is hatching jalapeno. There, I had to go through all the things because apparently no one understands half of what we're talking about. So
fair, yeah.
But if you want to support this channel and you want to keep everything alive, consider picking up our hot sauce. I don't think we ship internationally, sadly, but all right. So Sal, did you know Aquaman 2? Is it a complete failure?
Yeah, I actually heard a little bit about this because I remember for 1 minute, the Marvels did better than Aquaman.
Right.
But then Aquaman people kept going.
Yeah.
And so, and DC, surprisingly enough, wouldn't pull it. I figured after the first weekend, DC's or Warner Brothers would go, all right, well, that's the end of that. Put it on Max.
And then it's a tax write-off and we're done.
Exactly. But no, in fact, it's still going. And I don't think it's going to make its money back. But I mean, it's not going to be.
It's breaking even.
It's breaking even. There we go.
It's it costs $200 million to make based on the math that was created in the 1990s by some random blog.
Right.
I'm always going to word it that way because everyone's like, it breaks even if you double the budget. And I'm like, okay, where did we get that? And it comes back to a 1990s blog where one guy said that's how we do it. And apparently since then, for 20 years, that is how we've decided if a movie breaks even. Mm-hmm. And no one has said otherwise. But anyway, it's going to cost $400 million.
Right.
So it's just shy of it now.
That's good. That's, that's amazing, actually, compared to what we expected. Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's coming, Viver King in our chat over here is telling me it's coming to VOD in next week. So now we're going to have those numbers as well. So nice. At least the last movie in the DCEU isn't a complete and total wash.
Yes, it isn't.
That's how I'm
pathetic. I agree. I still never saw it. But
I'm going to see it next week when it comes to VOD.
That's when I'm going to see it. Yeah, I didn't go to the theater to see it, but I will.
For the record, for those who are wondering, Sal and it came out at the holidays, and since we weren't filming a podcast, it was it's not a priority.
Yeah,
there's no movie coming after it. It doesn't link into a universe. There's no Easter eggs or fun stuff to talk about. I don't got to worry. I can see it when it's available.
Yeah, at my leisure. And nobody was clamoring for us to see it. It wasn't where's the Aquaman episode? And it's nobody cares.
This is the closest you're getting. Although, if we watch it next week on VOD, we can do the late to the party version that we
That's fine. I mean, that's free. That's free content. That's okay, yeah, we saw it. We'll watch it. We'll talk about it. Yeah. I mean, we could, you probably saw All Echo. We could probably do an All Echo show.
I watched episode 1 and I got bored.
Oh, that's fair. I saw Leveco, and I will say
you watched all of it.
I did. I watched all
the funniest part about that is the reason I didn't keep going when I got bored is you said I will not watch it by Monday.
Oh yeah, well I didn't, but I did see it eventually.
Yesterday was Monday.
Yeah, and I saw it yesterday. I finished watching it yesterday.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't have been ready if we had filmed yesterday, but today you would have been. Okay.
No, I watched it. I watched the last episode last night.
Okay, I could watch it by next Monday. If you is it worth me going back to?
I mean, there are ramifications for the Marvel universe. It introduces, it adds her to the world. She doesn't die at the end, and I kind of dug it. I was like, "This was a fun show." It was fun.
We'll do a dedicated episode to that, though. Let's talk more about Aquaman, I guess.
Yeah, Aquaman will be its own show, but for now, Aquaman 2 didn't do as horribly as everyone expected or laughed about, which I'm like, good for you, I guess. I don't want things to fail unless it's a Sony project. Otherwise, it's like, all right, good for you, Aquaman.
Good for you, Aquaman. Just the way you said that.
Keep it up, I guess. I mean, no, it's over. You'll never be Aquaman again. Your story's done.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is, not this isn't an incentive, but I heard no spoiler. I still have no idea. You know what I mean? I have my
The only thing I spoiled, and it was my decision to do it. I found an article that was talking about the end credit scene. So I decided, you know what? How can there even be an end credit scene?
I think actually I saw the end credit scene.
Yeah, well, the thing was like, don't look at this as a moniker of the entire DCEU, and I'm like, what?
Right.
What they do?
Yeah.
The most worst end credit scene ever in the entire DCEU was the one at the Flash, where it's just him and Bear and a drunk Aquaman. Just what? What are you
Yeah.
even doing?
That was weird.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So,
Yeah.
not much more to say in this. I'm just other than I'm shocked that it actually succeeded in the end. You know?
Yeah, I'm shocked that people kept going. Like, I guess because like here's the thing, right? You assume these things are apples to apples. Morbius, right? Like
Yeah.
Morbius did badly as we expect, but then they pulled it as we expected. But then because of the memes, they re-released it and it did just as badly as we expected,
Which was the funniest one, yeah.
which is wonderful. But with Aquaman 2, it's like it just there was no buzz, nobody was talking about it, or at least nobody on the online communities. And then it came out and it did poorly as we expected. But like Warner's just went, leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. And people occasionally just trickled in, I guess, because it was like, well, it's the winter time. It's like after the holidays, I got nothing to do. And I'll be honest with you, there were parts, there were periods, swaths of my week where I went, are we gonna go see Aquaman 2 or what? And then it was just, and then I remember my wife occasionally, she'd be like, are we gonna go see Aquaman 2 or what? And I go, nah, like, just, I don't really, there's no urgency. But
that's how I felt, because my wife and I were recovering from COVID, and we were like, do you want to go see if we feel up for it, if we're no longer hacking up everything?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to, this is after we were past the contagious period. It was just a lot of that after phlegm. And it was, do you want to go see Aquaman? And I'm like, I would rather go see Godzilla if we can find a theater play.
Right.
And we never all have to go to either, but that was, I'll go see Godzilla. I don't want to see Aquaman. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, it's true. So yeah, it wasn't a priority, but eventually I will see Aquaman when it comes to my house. I mean, I wanted to see that new Transformers movie only because I heard there was like a G.I. Joe reference, but I wanted to see it. I never did. And then it came out and it's finally available on streaming. I still haven't watched it, and then because I don't feel the urgency.
Rise of the Beast is really good. I liked Rise of the Beast.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the record, with this many Transformers movies, you know what you're getting into.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't
element doing the story, a lot of explosions. Optimus is over here going, "Oh, humans, how do we take care of them?"
Yeah, no, I could probably write a Transformers movie blindfolded if it was set in that universe. It would take no effort whatsoever. But but there's some of these movies where I'm just like, I just don't feel any urgency to go see them. And even when they're in my home and available for rent, I'm still like, I watched instead of seeing either Transformers or Aquaman 2 on streaming, I watched Haunting in Venice.
How was that?
It was good. It was a Hercule Poirot movie, Ken Branagh. I'd say 3.5 stars.
It's funny because I actually watched a lot of weird ones this weekend too. Like The Passenger. You know what's really good? I love how this Aquaman 2 video just turned into this.
Yeah, I know. What other movies have we seen? Watch the first 10 mints of the Mario movie again?
Well, I didn't do that, but I wanted to recommend one movie before we go and we close out today's episode.
Yeah.
Self-Reliance. The guy that does the voice, Jake Johnson for Peter B. Parker.
Yes, I know him.
The movie concept is simple. If he can survive a month with people hunting him for a dark web TV show, he gets $1 million.
That's it?
Well, the rule is not action-based because the rule is simple. So that the show is only about hunting him. So he has to be next to other people. If he's next to anyone, the hunters can't attack him.
Oh, okay.
So it's this weird movie, and I won't tell you where it goes, but you're like, is it real? Is it not real? Because everyone's trying to not be viewed by the other people around him. So is it only in his head or not?
Okay. All right.
So
that sounds fun.
It's free on Hulu.
Nah.
Yep. So
I'll have to like re-up because I don't pay for I don't believe in paying for these things anymore. I pay for my streaming service that I have now, but I'm not buying more streaming service. Like it's like, oh, it's on Paramount Plus. Well, then I'm never gonna freaking get it.
Yep. No, I agree with you 100%. I'm actually cutting down mine, and we're working out with the friend group who's doing what.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. I got rid of Disney Plus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have Prime. Like I have the shipping.
Right. Prime.
So
I have no matter what.
Prime.
And Netflix, at the end of the day, they're starting to get everyone's movies again. Yeah. Like all the WB movies are over there again.
That's right.
You know what? I think Aquaman 2 is going to be over there.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, yeah. I'll do the free trial. I'll be like, I wanted to watch that and cancel.
Yep.
So anyway,
let's end this one up. But I'm happy that Aquaman 2 is successful.
Yeah.
Not that I wanted to go see it, just that the DCEU didn't end on a complete failure. It broke even.
Yeah, it was, and actually maybe that's a good sign that like there are still people out there who want to see stories in this universe, because the worst is if the James Gunn universe crashes and burns. Like, I want Superman Legacy to be a slam dunk. And I don't want it to, because like the Suicide Squad, right? That was a cool movie and I really enjoyed it. And it did horribly. So, you know, I need these movies to do well in order for them to keep making these damn things.
And maybe we should talk about that. That could be a video in itself. Why did the Suicide Squad not do well by our theories, and why we think James Gunn's universe could do well?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a number of things going against the Suicide Squad. But let's wrap up this episode.
It was stacked, yeah.
We only talked about Aquaman for like a minute of this Aquaman 2 video. I don't know. Dan might want to rename it, but whatever. He'll figure that out. That's his stuff. Thank you for watching. Absolutely. My name is Benny. That is Sal. And we'll be back next time with more news.